Hey guys, it's Willie with Willie's Gaming. Today, we're going to go over what you can do to be better at Rocket League. I have been asked many a times what I need to do. What can I do? Teach me this, teach me that. And what I have found is everybody needs a foundation to go off of. They need mechanics, they need camera settings, they need button binds. So I've termed all of this and put it into a big bundle of foundational mechanics. So let's jump into a coaching session that I did just the other day. Okay, so what we're going to do is hit our foundations. So that means we're going to go through our camera settings, we're going to go through our controller settings and button binds, and then we'll hit our foundational mechanics.
Okay.
So first things first, go ahead and tell me your camera settings.
Okay, so I have 110 FOV, 270 distance, 110 height, -4 angle, 1 stiffness, 3.6 swivel speed, and 1 transition speed.
Okay. So nothing there to worry about. All that's pretty standard within range. No issues. So, being that you're on controller, what controller are you playing with?
PS5.
Oh, okay, nice. So I want to know the first 4 numbers on your controller. And so your 2 sensitivities and your 2 dead zones.
Steering is 150 or 1.5. Aerial is 1.5. Dead zone is 0.08. And dodge dead zone is 0.7. I don't think I've ever touched those.
Okay, so the controller dead zone you definitely touched. But let me start top to bottom. So being that your steering and aerial are both the same, that's great. You want to keep those both the same. The pros are generally playing anywhere from 140 to like 3 something. So most of the pros are lower around the 140, so you're sitting just fine at that. So let me talk to you about the controller dead zone. You're at 0.08 and the default's 0.20. So the pros themselves, the pros will be at that 0.0805, right in that very tight range, but we're not pro. And so I like to keep this higher, because what happens if you got that dead zone down to a little point, if you don't, you're trying to put that joystick up into the camera one way or the other. If you're trying to put your joystick, if it goes straight up and then you want to go one way or the other, then if you have it down to a very tight point and you miss, your car's going to do something that you don't want it to. So if you have a little bit wider dead zone, when you go to that point, you have a little bit more fudge room. So I do recommend like around 0.15 or the 0.20. And then as you get better, as you progress in game, go ahead and shrink that down.
Yeah, I'll put it up to 0.15.
Okay. Alright, so then that's the controller settings. The last one we're going to go through is controller binds. So the button binds. Now, everybody plays different, but there's going to be 2 things we want to make sure we have. Number 1 is a directional arrow roll. We want to have an arrow roll left or an arrow roll right, or both, bound to a button.
Both. Yeah,
okay.
I got both.
What are your what's your arrow roll left?
Square. So yeah.
And what is your arrow roll right?
Circle.
Awesome. So I'm guessing your boost is R1.
Yes.
Awesome. So no issues with that. So now the last thing we need to make sure of is that we have your power slide and regular arrow roll bound to the same button. And I'm guessing that's L1.
They're both L1. Yeah.
Okay. Good. So that is what we need. So again, I just want to make sure, just so everybody understands, that we need regular air roll and power slide bound to the same button. Generally it's for recoveries, but it's also more. So let's move on to our first foundational mechanic. First things first is we want to be able to quick aerial. So Fancy, can you go to the ceiling for me as fast as you can? Looks good, but let's polish that just a little bit more. The only thing more that we need to do is boost before you jump the first time. So it looked like you jumped and then started boosting. We need to boost and jump at the same time.
Okay.
So, yeah, that was a little bit quicker, and that was nice. So that's pretty nice. I don't need to polish on that anymore. I like it. Okay, next foundational mechanic is wave dashes. We got a forward wave dash, a left, and a right. You have a forward wave dash.
Yeah, wait.
Okay, that needs a whole lot of polishing. So come on over here. So what that is, what you're doing now is basically the wave dash for a wave dash kickoff. So what we need to be able to do is do a very small jump and wave dash forward. See how you push your nose down and then pull it back up? That's all wasted movement. All we need is a quick pullback, there it is. And a quick pullback and a forward flip. So on wave dashes, we need to make sure that you have two wheels on the ground. So either your left wheels, or I'm sorry, your back wheels, your left wheels, or your right wheels. Those need to hit the ground before you can wave dash. So, looking good, looking good. Let's work on that forward wave dash one more time. Just let me see, make sure you got it. Yeah, good deal. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so next one is going to be a left or right wave dash. Go ahead and do a left wave dash or a right, whichever one you got. Okay, so here's an issue. You see how you're not moving? When you wave dash, your car's like that far. But if you hold your power slide, hold your L1, and when you land, you're going to slide. And you're going to use that slide to be able to position correctly in the field. There you go. Yes, sir. So now that's polished up a little bit better there. Follow my car around real quick, and we'll just make sure you know how to use this on the wall or off the wall. We're going to be up here, and we're just going to jump off. We're going to wave dash infield. And that's going to be a left or a right, depending on which way you go. Very good. And then the other thing to do is forward wave dash on the wall. And what that does, or from off the wall, what that does is keeps you closer to the wall in this general area, but you still get that speed. And so you can either side wave dash or you can forward wave dash. And forward wave dash will keep you closer to the wall. A side wave dash is going to put you further infield. Okay? Nice.
Yeah.
Now let me just talk a little bit about wave dashing in case you don't know. But basically, wave dashing is your flip action where you do the flip. But the ground cancels that flip action, and so you push that power down into the ground. And what this does is gives you control, but not the distance. So if I flip, and when I hold left on a joystick, only then after the flip action do I start to turn. But when I do a wave dash, I can immediately turn to the left. So with a wave dash, you get your control and your speed, but not the distance. With a flip, you'll get your distance and the speed, but not the control. So it's a trade-off on what you want. But generally in Rocket League, we want control because we want to be able to immediately jump, immediately turn, brake, boost, do anything and everything else. All right, so that's why we wave dash around the field. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, so last mechanic, foundational mechanic number 3, last one we got to do is half flip. So go ahead and get on this line, and then I want to see if you can half flip. You can be right there, that's fine. I'll get it this way. So go ahead and half flip. Looks pretty good, man. I'm just going to go through it because you actually have it. The last input you need to do on that there to improve that is boost. Because generally this is a chasing a ball or making a recovery or trying to retreat. You want to be able to boost, there you go, and do that. So I'm just going to go through it one time just so we all understand exactly what the mechanic is. Input by input, we're going to backflip. First thing first is a backflip. Second thing is going to be a flip cancel. So we're going to backflip with the joystick pulled back, and then we're going to immediately smash that joystick forward. Not to the left and forward, not to the right and forward, but from back to forward. And that's going to cancel that flip and land us on our lid or on the top of our car. I call it the lid. And that's going to keep us straight, and we're going to stay right there on that line, and that's going to do that. And then the last thing, and this is why we have a directional air roll, is we need to keep the joystick pressed forward, and then we're going to air roll our car back onto its wheels. A lot of people right now are doing these like diagonal backflip and like trying to turn the car around, and that's not what a half flip is. We want to make sure we stay straight, because if we're going for that ball, we want to stay straight and know exactly where our car is. If you do that diagonal backflip, and you're going to end up recovering from that maneuver. And so instead of getting after the ball, you're going to be recovering and then trying to recover the ball. So that's why we want to stay straight and make our half flips nice and tight.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. That is the end of the foundational mechanics. I'll let you do some twirlies. I'm going to throw some confetti on screen in 3, 2, 1. Bye! That's what's needed for a foundation. Alright, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. There's plenty more to learn and plenty more to teach. So if you liked it, please make sure to like and subscribe, and feel free to comment down below. I will be doing a couple more of these. So, of course, stay tuned to the same Car Soccer channel for the same Car Soccer time. I have a Twitch where I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, 5:30 Pacific time. I do Fiverr as well. So if you guys want some actual personalized coaching, feel free to hit me up on Fiverr. And other than that, there's links in the description below where the free coaching Discord is, and also my Discord and my Twitch and all the fun stuff. Till then, guys, enjoy yourselves. See you next time. Have a good one.